Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 167, and away we go.
So take a shot, boy. Is that the best that you got? We about to go live, but you're ready to rock. So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm a moon razor. Rick Flair, Nature Boy, about to seek and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the best that you got? We about to go live, but you're ready to rock. So take a shot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 167 of A Shot of Wrestling. I am your host at Michael J. Putty. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for tuning in. This is the point of the show where I usually tell you we got a great show for you tonight. You know, this week, I can't say that. My best friend in the world, Mark Schwann, is not here. My other best friend, Pete Rosado, is not here. Both men are preoccupied. Mark Schwann still has some wedding stuff he has to do, surprisingly. I mean, how much wedding stuff does one man got to do? We are under 4 weeks till his wedding, so I guess it's crunch time for him. Pete Rosado's got a lot of other stuff going on. He wanted to be here, so if you want to hear Pete Rosado on the show, stay tuned. It's coming up. And it seems like everybody else is at Impact. Impact was at the Melrose Ballroom in Astoria, New York. Long Island City, same thing. To tape their Impact tapings. Thought about going. I wanted to go. You know me, I'm a big Impact mark. Love Impact. But since they moved to Friday nights on the Pursuit channel / Twitch, I haven't watched it. I don't know what's going on. So I figured, why waste my money going to a show I don't know what's going on about and schlep to Astoria, pay money for drinks, yada, yada, yada. Let me just come to the studio and record the show like a faithful podcast host that I am. But it turns out everybody else I know is at Impact. Well, where were these people when I was watching Impact? When I was watching Impact, I was a huge fan of Impact. I had nobody to talk to Impact with. Everybody's at Impact tapings. Where were these people when I wanted to talk about Impact? Whatever. Impact, New York City. I'm assuming those shows are going to be great. So if you had tickets, if you're there for either one night or 2 nights, you want to give us a quick recap before the show airs, dial it up 619-343-3005 and let us know what happened. It's been a while since I've done a show by myself, so it's weird. I have nobody to feed off of. But it's just like riding a bike. So let's get right into it. Let's start the show like we always start the show with this week's wrestling replay. The Super Showdown, June 7th, 2019, from the King Abdullah International Stadium in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. If you want to watch the show, you haven't watched it yet, spoiler alert, fast forward for the next 3 minutes.
Wait a minute. Did I just say 3 minutes?
Seth Rollins defeated Baron Corbin to retain the Universal Championship in 11 minutes, 15 seconds. He prevented Brock Lesnar from cashing in after the match. Finn Balor defeated Andrade to retain the Intercontinental Championship in 11 minutes, 35 seconds. Shane McMahon defeated Roman Reigns in 9 minutes, 15 seconds. Lars Sullivan defeated Lucha House Party in 5 minutes, 15 seconds. In a match that went 5 minutes longer than I thought it would. Randy Orton defeated Triple H in 25 minutes, 45 seconds. Braun Strowman defeated Bobby Lashley in 8 minutes, 20 seconds. Kofi Kingston defeated Dolph Ziggler to retain the WWE Championship in 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Mansoor won the 50-man Battle Royal. And in your main event, The Undertaker defeated Goldberg in 9 minutes, 35 seconds. Did anybody watch the show live? Let us know. Inbox at sharpwrestling.com. On paper, it didn't sound like a bad card. I heard the show sucked. According to a report from both Slice Wrestling and Brad Shepard, Bill Goldberg and The Undertaker got into a heated shouting match in Gorilla after that match. The reason was due to The Undertaker being upset with the outcome and overall performance of Goldberg in that match. Like I said, I was at work, did not take the day off like an adult to watch this pay-per-view. My boss is on vacation for the next 2 weeks, so she decided to bow out early. So I kicked back by my feet on my desk and watched the Kofi Kingston-Dolph Ziggler match. That was good. Didn't meet my expectations. I mean, I had too much of a high hopes, but it wasn't a bad match. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. But when I got home, I heard such bad things about this Undertaker-Goldberg match. I fast-forwarded everything. Even though I wanted to watch the Triple H Randy Orton match, I went straight through this Goldberg-Undertaker match, and yeah, man, wow, that sucked. But who's to blame here? Is it both men to blame equally? I'm not an in-ring performer. Maybe man Eric Jaden or Ace Andrews can fill me in on this, but it seemed like Goldberg was just too exhausted. The ring rust showed. But then again, Undertaker has ring rust as well. So whose fault is it here? Was it both men equally? Don't know what happened. But yeah, that was a cluster, man. That was a big cluster. Such hype around this match. Your main event of your show that you're calling bigger than WrestleMania is Undertaker Goldberg, which is why is it a championship match? First of all, one, that's just my own personal thing. Why is this the main event? But I get it. Whatever. WWE is not booking this pay-per-view. The Prince, King, whatever, who it is in charge over there, is booking this, as evident by Mansoor winning the Battle Royal. He was that recruit that was on the Greatest Royal Rumble last year. And how convenient in Saudi Arabia, his homeland, he wins the biggest Battle Royal of all time. What does he win? What is nothing? Yeah. Even James Hauser could get that question right. Oh, Jeopardy reference. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, this pay-per-view looked good on paper, but I heard nothing but negativity about this pay-per-view. I'm going to find out. Goldberg came out during his entrance, and you see he had a gash on his head. Remember this happened one time on Raw, too. He banged his head against the door, and he came out with this huge gash on his forehead. This time we didn't see him bang his head on the door, but we see him, nor did we see him with a gash when he was leaving the locker room, if I remember correctly. But when he was walking down the ramp, you see he had a cut on his forehead. So I guess instead of blading, he's pre-blading? I don't know what you're going to call it. But that's when blood came, and apparently he took to Twitter to say he knocked himself out, saying, and I quote, "I knocked myself out tonight. Thought I could finish. Love my fans, but I let you down. Everyone else that found pleasure, hope you're happy." Like, who found pleasure in that match? Everyone wanted to watch an epic match of these two icons of their generation, i.e. the late 90s, 20 years ago, a match 20 years in the making. Do you guys want to see a rematch of this? Maybe a second chance, a do-over? That's what I was thinking. Like, this match was not good. Goldberg nearly paralyzed The Undertaker, and vice versa. And you end with a chokeslam? You see The Undertaker was pissed off. That match wasn't ending with a chokeslam. Like, who made the call to end it there? That's what I want to know. It's curious. So we'll find out. We'll let you know. But that was Super Showdown 2019. Let us know your thoughts. Dial up 619-343-3005 or inbox at wrestling.com. But moving on, last weekend, June 1st, Bronx Wrestling Federation BWF presented Fight the Power. Your boy at Michael J. Putty and my broadcast colleague Mark Schwann were ringside to call all the action with special guest Duck Diamond Fire. 3-man booth. My first time doing a 3-man booth commentary, but went pretty well. What a great show that was, man. Great show top to bottom, except the ending. It was You're Awesome. Going against my boys over at BX Strong, Ace Andrews and Big Cuzzo. Both teams were delivering, giving it their best, and the banned and suspended Satsujin Squad came in and started beating up the whole roster, ruined the show. And of course, my quote-unquote broadcast colleague, Mark Schwann, yet again left commentary. This is our third show at BWF. This is the third time he left commentary. That's all I got to say about that. But during the show, we lost power. So I'm assuming the guy I get the audio to will clean this up, make it seem flawless. But our loyal listeners, I want to give you the inside, behind-the-scenes clip. This is what happened at BWF when I forgot who it was, ran into the barricade, knocking our power source out of the outlet. This is what happened.
Oh! Right between the up.
So much chaos going on. We lost power there for a second.
Are we on?
Nice save of Mark Schwann as I was plugging it back in. Well done. But notice I didn't spoil anything. So make sure you check out any BWF social media platforms to find out what happened. As commented by your boy at Monkey Party Mark Schwann and Doc Diamond Fire. Like I said, it was a great show overall. Can't wait to the next show, July 6th, Summerfest, a show your boy here named. I'm 2 for 2 on namings. Named Red, White, and Bruise at BCW last year. Named Summerfest. So if you need a pay-per-view named, hit me up at Monkey Party. I'll help you out for a small fee. We are looking forward to July 6th. And, of course, on August 3rd, BWF presents Escape from New York. A one-night tag team tournament. An inter-brand tag team tournament. There'll be tag teams from different promotions and some teams throughout the country vying for this tournament. So July 6th and August 3rd, check out BWF. Both shows you do not want to miss. I'll be there ringside, the best seat in the house, watching this non-stop action. Definitely check out BWF. But moving on from there, the last week, all my shows were off. Season's over. The late night talk shows are off. So I had some time to catch up on my DVR. Finally got it down to like 60%. There's still a lot of shit on there I have no interest in watching right now, including the Ric Flair 30 for 30 and the Andre the Giant HBO documentary, both of which I might check out this weekend. But it was Thursday night. I was bored, not in the mood to watch anything, so I checked out that WWE24 on the year of Ronda Rousey. Not too bad. I wanted to check out the 24 on Becky Lynch. Did not know there was one on her. So I saw the ad on the network, but I ended up watching the Ronda Rousey's one instead. What a year she did have, man. It was well done. Definitely check it out. The year of Ronda Rousey, WWE24. I don't understand why they don't call it 24/7 anymore, but whatever. Oh, they did cut out a lot. It's only like 45 minutes, 43 minutes. You see your debut at the Rumble, leading up to her WrestleMania debut in Nolans. Then it goes to Money in the Bank. Fast forward to SummerSlam. Then it goes to WrestleMania. So there's a big gap that they're missing. But I guess in those gaps, nothing really happened with Ronda Rousey. But yeah, the W24s are pretty awesome, and definitely we have more time now. Definitely check out more of them. Especially the WrestleMania ones. I love those WrestleMania ones, so definitely check out the network, W24. I think me and Mark talked about it a couple weeks ago. There's so much content on the network that we don't watch. If you are an avid network watcher, tell us what else we should be watching. Inbox at wrestling.com, at Mark J. Party, or dial up 619-3433-005. I think during the summer I might want to get more into the network because I'm missing so much. So let me know what I'm missing. Now to our deep, loyal, really hardcore, loyal listeners. If you guys remember when I do a show solo, this is the point of the show where I throw it downstairs to our loyal, neighborhood-friendly Mike the bartender to give us a wrestling shot or wrestling drink themed. But unfortunately, he's on vacation this week. Mike the bartender is in the Bahamas. So no Mike the bartender this week. So hopefully we get him back on the show sometime soon. He's a big fan of Mark. He loves Mark. He loves Pete. I think he likes those guys more than me now. So, yeah. Thanks, Mike. But speaking of bartending, my drink's empty. So I'm quickly going to refill my drink. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to play you guys a song. The song that really started our relationship with Andrew Savage, Pattiak, the gentleman who does our theme song. He's been doing it for like almost 2 years now. A coworker of mine who was related to him showed me this video when it dropped. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. Played it on the show a couple times, got a huge reaction out of it. Reached out to him, did an interview, doing our theme songs ever since. So sit back, relax, and listen to the history of wrestling. We'll come back to some wrestling news. Pattiak, take it away.
It's about that time of the year. I train my whole life for this moment. Lights, camera, action, now you're bringing the opponent. As the music hits, walking through the curtains like I own the place. One thing's for certain, I will put my skills up on display. It's the Macho Man with the elbow drop from the top rope, slap a knocker, and you're just lost with the 1, 2, 3. Smell what I'm cooking. I'm the people's champ. Get a can of ass whooping. So can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Now put 2 middle fingers up in the air. Cause Stone Cold said so. Can you dig it, sucker? Kick to the shin and a Stone Cold stunner. Hotter than the SummerSlam. Rob Van Dam. Frog splash like Eddie on top of McMahon. Table ladder shares. Royal Rumble steel cage. Main event at WrestleMania on the biggest stage. I can do it. Yes, I can prove it. Can I get a yes chant? Daniel Bryan movement. Raw is war. This is my home. Paul Bearer, Undertaker with the tombstone. Street Breaker, F5, Heartbreak Kid, singing sweet chin music to Davey Boy Smith. The Bulldog had a British barber, that's a beefcake. The Sergeant was slaughtered, bit by Jake's sake. The glass breaks today, here to Japan. Yokozuna Steamboat, honky tonk man. Living on the razor's edge like Razor Ramon. I'm $1 million man, and from places unknown is the ultimate warrior. They say I'm Mr. Perfect, like to show off. Kane's fires in the furnace, so know you're rolling. Shut your mouth before you hit rock bottom. We want tables, yes we got them. The Dudley's been my boy since the EC Dub days. Yelling out, this is my house like Paige. Michael Hayes, DDT from DDP. It's a diamond cutter, take a trip to Suplex City. Straight styling, profiling, jet flying, limousine riding. So Ric Flair with it, can I get a whoo? Or else Papa Shango gon' do the voodoo. New fourth order D, Generation X, 4999. Can you tell me who's next? You know I can't forget, man, I got love for divas. The real champs here, move over John Cena. It's WrestleMania time. Pattiak. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's time for In the News with Michael J. Putty.
All right, folks, good news, bad news. Good news is really there's not much in the news this week. There's a very, very slow news week. Bad news is there's nobody to feed off of because, like I said, everybody's at Impact. And yet when I wanted to go to Impact tapings back in October, nobody wanted to go with me. The only reason I got people to go with me is I got free tickets due to my hookup because, you know, that's how I roll. I hope Impact's awesome. Looking forward to reports. Because the Melrose Ballroom is it's a nice venue. Great venue for wrestling especially. So I'm assuming they killed it over there as well. So I look forward to when they come back. Definitely won't miss out on that one. Let's get into some news. Unfortunately, some sad news. All Japan Pro Wrestling star Atsushi Aoki died following a motorcycle accident in Tokyo. According to the report, the accident occurred at the tunnel of the Capital Expressway of Kitomaru Park 1 in Shiroku, which is located in Tokyo. The report further states that Aoki was unable to properly turn, which led to the accident. He was later transported to a hospital and pronounced dead. He was 41 years old and was also the head trainer at AJWPW Dojo. So on behalf of everybody here at Shuttle Wrestling, we send our condolences to those closest to him, his friends, his family, and his fans. That sucks. Rest in peace, buddy. You know the news? Talking about a couple weeks ago, Eli Drake left Impact Wrestling. Well, now he took to Twitter to officially announce he's a free agent, saying, and I quote, after 4 years with Impact Wrestling, some ups, some downs, I would like to thank them for the overall great experience. Through those years, I've had the fortune of carrying 3 different title belts, having my own talk show, and was always given the trust to craft my own promos virtually from day one. I wish Impact nothing but continued success and growth going forward. Today, I am officially a free agent, which opens the floodgates to where do you want to see him go next. We talked about it briefly when this first was announced 4 or 5 weeks ago. WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor. I'm assuming AEW here. I don't think he fits the mold of WWE with the scripted promos. I figure from the little that I do know about him, it seems like he's better off the cuff, non-scripted. And I think AEW needs him. They need a name. They need that recognition. They need that charisma. Because AEW has a lot of good names, but charismatic-wise, Eli Drake would definitely boost them up a few notches. So, Eli Drake, my prediction is going to AEW. Unfortunately. Let's move on, another news. Peter Rosenberg revealed on Cheap Heat Radio why he hasn't been on WWTV recently. He said he has been dealing with personal issues, but also said, and I quote, when I came back to the WWE, I was ready to work WrestleMania. Those who make the decisions on those things, Michael Cole, were no longer interested in using me for that. So WrestleMania came to New York, where I've been promoting it for 4 or 5 months. Even when I was no longer traveling with them, they said, we don't have a place for you at WrestleMania. They couldn't even squeeze me to the watch-along show that has 80 people talking about it. Still don't have room for me there? Don't put me anywhere, okay? This is news, apparently, because, honestly, I didn't even know he was gone. I really don't watch the pre-shows. I really don't watch the pro-shows anymore. So, I didn't know he was gone. I thought he was good at what he did. I thought losing him will be a loss. But, okay, good luck in your future endeavors. Now, in the news, Big E joked that he couldn't get fired from the company even if he tried in response to a fan Twitter question. As we talked about in the show, he's been out for the last month or so with injury. But whilst away, he's taking jabs at the current product on Twitter. Now, if you know Michael Japardi, you know me that I'm a big Seinfeld fan, so that's why I'm talking about it here tonight. Replying to a fan who shared their concern for E's career after tweeting these risque comments and being so vocal against the current product, Big E compared himself to the Seinfeld episode The Millennium, saying, and I quote, it's like that episode of Seinfeld where George purposely gets stains on Babe Ruth's jersey, drags the World Series trophy around the parking lot. I couldn't even get fired if I tried. Great episode. Great reference, Big E. And yeah, that kind of makes sense. Big E and the New Day are a huge merchandise sellers. I think there was one point we talked about it. They were the number 1 merchandise seller for a while. And I don't mean to get too political here, but I remember during the campaign, Donald Trump said he can stand on Fifth Avenue here in New York, shoot somebody dead, and get away with it. And if you know anything about politics, that still rings true. Same thing with Big E. Big E can do whatever he wants because the E would not let him go. He's too much of an asset to them. They cannot afford to lose Big E. They cannot afford to break up the New Day right now, especially with the unknown up-and-coming AEW. So we'll see what happens. But great reference, Big E. Great reference. In other news, my girl Micah James took to Instagram this week to announce she has a torn ACL after a match she had last weekend in a house show in Texas. Now, a torn ACL usually means surgery and a recovery time around 9 months. She noticed she does not have a surgery date as of yet, but she'll keep us updated, which means I'll keep you updated. She'll definitely pull through this. She also has a country music career. I have her first album, which is actually not too bad, honestly. I think she's working on her second one if it hasn't been released already. But good luck to her. I'm looking forward to her coming back, hopefully stronger than ever. If anybody can, she can. So We'll keep you updated on the progress of Mickie James. And then finally, in other news, John Cena officially joined the cast of the Fast and Furious movies. He will join Fast and Furious 9, according to Deadline.com. Now, apparently there has been some speculation about him joining the franchise ever since Vin Diesel posted a teaser on Instagram back in April with him. Now, as of this recording, there's no word yet on his character, but Deadline.com reports his character will be, quote, unquote, badass in the movie. Now, Mark Schwann's not here, but I believe badass is an industry term here. Now, my first thought has been shot down because there's no chance of a Cena versus Rock scene because The Rock will not be a part of this 9th movie. Production begins later this month, and the film is scheduled to hit theaters on May 2020. Under a year, folks, we got 11 months. Now, I have not seen any of these Fast and Furious movies. I kind of feel like I'm the only one. The first one came out. The second one came out. And I think it was the third one that went to like Tokyo Drift. And that's when I kind of felt like it jumped the shark. It gimmick franchise. It's not really anything to write home about. It was just whatever. I was talking to a friend of mine. I think he said the fifth one. The fifth one is when they started taking the franchise seriously. But yes, I haven't seen any of these movies. If The Rock joined the cast, I haven't seen the movie yet. Does John Cena being the cast sway me to start watching these movies? Maybe. Depends if I have a date or not. So, congratulations to John Cena. That's a big franchise to be a part of, so good for him. This past week was the go-home show to Super Showdown for Raw and SmackDown, and I can tell you it fell flat. So, let's get right into some cheers and heels.
A Shot of Wrestling presents Cheers and Heel.
Big props to Shane Fair for our new intros. Another big props to Larry Legend for doing our intros for the last 2.5 years. Thought it was time to give us a fresher feel, so big props to our man Shane Fair for doing that for us. So get used to hearing his voice. We'll be hearing it for quite a while here on A Shot of Wrestling. Getting some Raw. I feel like Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans, two women who can go in the ring together, don't feel like they have any chemistry. This match didn't really do anything for me. I'll give them another chance. I'm assuming we'll see it many more times. But I don't think they have any chemistry together, so keep an eye out for that. Let me know if I'm wrong. Now, heel because Samoa Joe was just given the U.S. title? Like, that's not how this usually works. When somebody comes in the ring to vacate a title, they don't just give it to the previous owner. Controversy or no controversy. They lay it in the middle of the ring, and there's like a tournament or like a number one contender match for the title. Like, why did Samoa Joe just get this title back? I mean, the biggest hit of every show every week is the Firefly Funhouse. This week felt a little different, but I did like the evil devil Vince character and, of course, Huskus, which everyone, of course, compared to Husky Harris, Green Man's favorite wrestler. Nice little inside joke there. But other than that, maybe besides R-Truth coming out on the table, that was different, that was unexpected, that was funny. Him winning that title underneath the ring, which we didn't see until the next day where they released a YouTube video of it from under the ring. That was cool, I guess. I mean, Raw this week was better than it was the last couple weeks, so that's something to be said for Raw. Talking about last week with Mark, there was no build to this Randy Orton Triple H match at Super Showdown. I believe it was Mark who said it doesn't need to be. The promos, their past rivalries speak for themselves. Well, this week we got a face-to-face in-ring interaction with them, finally. And of course, Triple H always delivers in his in-ring promos, leading up to a big pay-per-view like this. But then Randy Orton dropped the line where make sure you go to Stephanie's purse and get your balls back, or make sure you get your balls back from Stephanie's purse. Yeah, it's a good line, but like we've heard it already. I think we've heard this every big feud Triple H has. I'm a big fan of both these guys. I guess I was just expecting more for finally the face-to-face face-off, I guess. And I just felt like it kind of fell flat. Still one of the highlights of Raw, though, which isn't saying much. Let's go to SmackDown. I'm going to cheers the feud between Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I like both these guys. The feud kind of makes sense. Something we don't see in feuds much these days. Both men are great in the ring. Both men have good chemistry together. I'm hoping this feud continues past this Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. I'm hoping Dolph Ziggler sticks around after this feud. But again, it is weird how Kofi Kingston came out. Dolph Ziggler came out to interrupt him, had a video package ready. But Kofi Kingston had a video package ready as well. And then Dolph Ziggler had a video package ready as well. Kayfabe, why? Like, why do you guys have these video packages ready to go? Like, how do they know? Again, here's the reason why I'm a big pro brand split guy here. Shane and his goons beating up on Roman Reigns. I don't need to see the same thing on Raw and SmackDown. The same shit happened. Why am I seeing it 2 nights in a row? But to accommodate the USA and Fox, Vince came up with this whole wild card rule, which doesn't seem to be in effect at all because everybody's on every show. Which means we're seeing a lot more Roman Reigns and a lot more Shane McMahon, good friend of mine and the shows, Erwin the Voice Escobar sent me an article from theringer.com about Shane McMahon. Great article. Definitely share it with you guys. So make sure you stay tuned to A Shot of Wrestling on Facebook when I share that link, because very interesting why Shane McMahon, the boss's son, is the biggest heel in the company when there's so many heels to work with. And finally for SmackDown, I have Goldberg Undertaker segment. I was wondering your thoughts, but after watching their match, this is moot. Their face-off was awesome, was cool to watch, but their match didn't live up to the hype. Oh yeah, I talked about last week how I took off to watch the greatest Royal Rumble last year. And it was about 12 o'clock. In noontime here in the East Coast, I had to get up, set the alarm, and watch it. They're showing on the air 101 is a real full temperature in Saudi Arabia. That's way too fucking hot. So when they announced this pay-per-view, their starting time was 2 o'clock, which was 9 o'clock Saudi Arabia time. And the show didn't end until 1 o'clock. So unless they were just lying to us and the show was not live, and they started airing it at 7 o'clock, that's way too late. 1 o'clock in Saudi Arabia to end a pay-per-view? That's worse than WrestleMania. WrestleMania ended at, 12:30? Although it started at, 1? I know it didn't start at 1. Don't send me hate mail. But like I mentioned at the top of the news, there wasn't really much in the news to talk about this week. And like I just said, there wasn't really much to talk about in Raw or SmackDown this week. There's no interview this week, which means we have some time to kill. There's nobody to play games with since I'm by myself, although I am looking forward to bringing games back. So I decided to play a throwback clip from way, way back, almost 100 episodes ago, which was like 2 years ago. Episode 72 of A Shot of Wrestling. That was the week where Usos and the New Day had a rap battle on SmackDown during an epic rivalry. And my then co-host Screamman thought it would be funny to challenge me to a rap battle himself. Still one of my highlights of the show. It was a great time, great episode, great moment of the show. And like I said, it was 2 years ago, so a lot of you guys weren't listening to the show back then. So let's open the vault up to episode 72 to listen to this epic rap battle between me and Green Man. At the end of the rap battle, you hear us fast forward to episode 73, where a couple of beautiful, sexy ladies, Erica and Lady J, stop by the studio, and we'll let them decide who won this rap battle. Now, behind the scenes story, Green Man wanted to keep kayfabe alive and say the results were a tie. It wasn't a tie. It wasn't even close. But I'm a team player, so let's keep it kayfabe. Let's say it was a tie. Let these beautiful ladies decide it live on air, and we'll let you decide if they were right or not. So again, I'm going to play the rap battle for episode 72 and the live results from episode 73. Again, almost 2 years ago. That's crazy. Time flies, folks, when you're having fun. Another warning, this is uncensored. There are some strong language here. So if you like curse words, fast forward maybe 3 minutes.
Wait a minute. Did I just say 3 minutes?
Epic rap battles of history!
Michael J. Putty, it's time. It's Green Fizzle in the house. And I'm ready to tear it down. Tear you a new one. Here we go. I'm the Green Man, and I'm here to say the show is better without Michael J. Ha! He may have the news and the chatter, but without the Green Man, MJP doesn't matter. I spit the truth, and that's for certain. You're just a lonely man who's heading back to being a virgin. That may have cut deep, but it's the deepest you've been. Last time you got laid, you used a thimble just to protect your tip. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Your last day rejected you on Tinder, and that's a fact. You posted your profile, and it was dull. The last time you got play, WCW Nitro was live from the mall. Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
This guy called Green Man is so damn whack. I should just go ask vacant how he is in the sack. This dude's so stupid, ugly, and gay. Bitch couldn't get off watching a lesbian three-way. Remember when you quit this show and tried to make it on your own? It's funny, without me you're nothing, yet I'm better off alone. You went nowhere fast, you thought people would be starstruck? Hopefully you realize now, Putty's the man, you're just a dumb fuck.
Oh shit, man. Get a little bass in my voice, son. I'm gonna knock you out. Here we go. Who the hell are you trying to step to me? You're worse than Emelina, who only made it through one episode on TV. Cena, The Miz, they may be great, but fuck Zack Ryder, that dude is fake. I own this shit. It's all mine. Stop trying to rap on the Green Man's dime. Now it's time to bring this to an end. You're broke as fuck. and you lay on cartons just to go to bed.
Ooh, good one. Just shut your mouth and know your role. Your jealousy makes you green, leaving you looking like a troll. Ring rats, boulevard bullies, are they your new homies? You fit right in, y'all just a bunch of jabronis. You sit there drinking your cheap-ass beer from the bodega, while you should be on your hands and knees thanking me for letting you in the studios of Omega. So do what you do best and cry me a fucking river. Hopelessly lost in this rap battle, can't even fucking deliver.
Wow. Wow. All right. Wow. You're back asking for more, so sit back and relax and make some s'mores. You are on this show because I let it. You heal on Raw one more time, boy, you're gonna get it. You rep the Dolphins and the Mets, which means you're blind. It could be the reason you just learned how to fucking drive. Dude, I'm Sasha Banks of this bitch. I'm the boss who's gonna give you your fucking pink slip. Michael J. Putty is so deserving of this ass beating. I'm making you fucking earn it. Now it's time for my final line, so listen up closely. Nigga, I peeked in your drink, so stay thirsty, homie.
Wow, easiest way of my life. Backstreet Boys are back. Apparently they were never gone. Yo, check this out. You ever notice when you talk I start to yawn? For real though, your raps are nauseating. They're making me very sick. I guess we don't see eye to eye, man, because your head's out my dick. Yo, that's it. I'm done with my rhyme. Eminem just gave me a contract. Where do I sign? That's all, folks. There ain't no doubt. I'm through representing. Much love. Putty out.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Easiest one of my life.
Wow.
Who won? Who's next? You decide.
So, final thoughts as we're bringing it to a close. Last week on episode 72, we had a rap battle between Michael J. Putty and Green Fizzle. And it came down to a tie. When we counted all the texts and the votes, it was a tie. And so we need a deciding factor.
Yeah, recount on that one.
So Erica and Lady J are in the house to decide who is the winner of episode 72, Shot of Wrestling rap battle between Michael J. Putty and Green Fizzle. Ladies, take it away. Any thoughts? You've heard it.
Yeah, we've got thoughts.
Well, all right. Maybe they're not ready to decide who won, so let me hear your thoughts.
No, we're ready to decide, but we have plenty of thoughts.
So give us your thoughts first.
Let's start out with great effort, Green Man.
Green Fizzle.
However, the concept...
You suck.
The content...
That's good. Okay.
The content was not there.
You're awful.
Ladies, what are you doing to me?
Okay, so you might have a flow,
But
it's
flow for show.
Did he?
yeah, but so does a period. It doesn't make it good.
Talk about who got lines up in this bitch.
You got a new entrant, huh?
Shit. Wow. I got a couple haters.
Now, Michael J. Putty, that's what you go by here, right?
Yeah, and everywhere else.
So, he may not have a rhythm, but he definitely had much better lyrics.
Thank you.
He had bars.
That's right.
Oh, bars.
That's right.
All right, ladies. So chime in. The winner of episode 72 rap battle is...
Hands down, no question about it,
Michael
Michael J.
J.
Putty.
Thank you, ladies.
I swear.
Thank you, ladies.
You guys forgot who got you drunk here tonight?
S'mores.
Yeah, you sucked, and Michael kicked your ass.
Thank you. I did kick your ass. I told him that. He didn't believe me.
Excuse me, 3 times.
Oh!
Again, the result of the beautiful and sexy Erica and Lady J, whose voice you hear when you dial it up 619-343-3005. Unanimously, your boy at Monk J. Putty crushed Greedy Man in that epic rap battle. Hence why there hasn't been one since, because he's too scared to face me again. I'm the king here, and maybe Mark wants a shot. Maybe Pete wants a shot. Line up, I will knock you down as well. But enough of me stroking my ego here. Let's get in some go-home thoughts. Like we've been talking about for last weeks, indie wrestling is abundant everywhere, especially here in the Tri-State area, here in New York. If you're not here in the New York Tri-State area, definitely check out your local indie scene. There's indie wrestling all over the country. Definitely check it out. Every weekend there's something going on. Definitely check it out. BWF, July 6th, Summerfest. The card is already starting to take shape, especially if that brutal beatdown of the Satsujin Squad invading the main event. How will that play out? We'll find out on July 6th from the Bronx, New York. followed by Escape from New York, the interpromotional one-night tag team tournament to decide who is the best of the best. And that will happen on August 3rd from the Bronx, New York. Tag teams from every promotion here in the tri-state area and some from other parts of the country will vie for promotion supremacy in Escape from New York. Definitely check it out. But if you can't wait that long for great in-ring wrestling, check out BCW Summer on Smash 3, June 28th, also in the Bronx, New York. Again, we are the official podcast of BCW, so stay tuned for updates on the matches, what's going on for BCW Summer on Smash 3, right here at A Shot of Wrestling. And that's just a brief glimpse of what is happening here in the tri-state area. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hell, Google Indie Wrestling in your zip code. You'll find Indie Wrestling anywhere, anytime, any weekend. I highly recommend definitely check it out because the guys you pay to see now or hanging out at the bar with now could possibly end up on AEW or the WE just a matter of weeks, i.e. Leo Rush, i.e. MJF, Sonny Kiss. List goes on and on, folks. So definitely support your indie wrestling scene. Well, I finally made it to the end. It's been a while since I did a show by myself. Just like riding a bike, you find the groove. Next week, we'll have definitely guests here. We got a couple lined up already, so if you somehow manage to hear me drone on and on, next week you have more voices joining us. Can't tell you who just yet, but stay tuned to episode 168. But although Mike's not here, karaoke still is. So let me go downstairs and refill my drink. You know, I haven't done a Jaeger bomb in a while. Let's do some Jaeger bombs downstairs. Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs. Mainly my friends who were at Impact, who didn't tell me they were going to Impact. Jimmy J, Baby Green Man, Nova Gray, Steve, Andrew, Sean. Yeah, calling you guys out. First of all, thanks for getting tickets without even inviting me, by the way. Do I sound better? I don't mean to sound better. Hopefully they enjoy themselves. Because Impact's awesome. Screw AEW, Impact's where it's at. But hopefully they will come meet me down at the bar for some karaoke, exchange some stories I'll bring to you next week on episode 168. But until then, party out. Hey baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh my. And maybe you seem a bit confused, yeah baby, but I got you pinned. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.